All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. If you can hear me, please go ahead and type in the comments. Make sure that you look in the description. There's a link so I can make sure I'm commenting and talking to a person, because if not, it's going to make sure that's going to say Facebook user. So if you can hear me, go ahead and type in the comments a number one, and I'm going to get through this as quickly as possible because I know some people have to go to work in the morning. It's late on the East Coast. But I'm just going to give you guys my opinion and some things that are factual that I do know that are, equating to why so many people are like, why after the coin market cap release today of our market cap, why we're still ranked at this level, this things and that other. And I'm going to actually show you guys some technical analysis and why, certain things happen the way they do from a trader's perspective, who really, you guys will see me say control everything and own nothing, how they can control the market because they don't want to own anything. They want to control it to profit. And then they can pass the ownership off to the ones that don't know really what's going on out here in the crypto space. So, shout out to my big brother, Lenny Bones, who said, hey, bro, you're going to have to make a video. And I want to make this clear right now that what I talk about is going to be some things that a lot of people that are in Karatbars and that have KBC and, are KBC, Karatbars affiliates, whatever it may be. I respect and I love all of you. But I'm going to give you some transparency and give you the real, and you might not want to hear it. But at the end of the day, this is what the market does. I've been doing this for a little bit of time, and I was just like a lot of people, very naive, very green, or very novice to this space. And once I figured out what was really going on, is how I respected the market and I respected different coins, tokens, and not only that, just communities within the cryptocurrency space. So there will be some things I talk about and I'm going to show you that you might not want to hear, and a lot of people may not tell you this, but I'm going to be honest and open and very transparent with you to let you know that our coin is special. It's very special. Our community is very special. But when I show you what I show you, I think a lot of people will understand. And I think it'll give a lot of people more, it'll take that monkey off their back and give them a little bit more confidence at what we're doing and why it's going that way. So I appreciate everybody that's on the live tonight. And again, what I'm going to show you is by any way, no means downgrading Karatbars and KBC in a community, my Wealth Builders family. I'm just giving you the raw, the real, and the honest to God truth about cryptocurrency, tokens, the market, and what is out here. Okay. And this will give you a better idea of why things are the way they are. Okay. So I don't want anybody to hold me hostage and slander me on Facebook. I really don't care, but I do care about the people that I try to help within the Karatbars community because it is brand new to Karatbars. But I just wanted to put that out there. So without further ado, let's get into this. What's going on, family? What's going on? I see I got my big bro Mike Tarp on here, another advocate. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Give me 1 second. Let me get everything together right here, and we'll get right into this. You feel me? All right, so let's go back over here. I see, Mike. What's going on, bro? Got big bro Mike on here. Who we got? James, do you need a budget to start? Hey, First Brothers, no doubt, man. Hey, if you talking fiat and it can be turned into an asset, hit my inbox, man. We can talk. Who else we got? KBC is gold back, no doubt. Who else we got on here? We got Dwayne Clark. Good evening, sir. Good evening. I just want to give shouts out to all my people. Peace, bro. What's going on, Ira? All right. What's going on? Your stuff is good, bro. No doubt. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is, before we get into the technical analysis, I'm going to talk about the CoinMarketCap and what's going on and some things that come into play when it comes to market analysis, FUD, which means fear, uncertainty, doubt, FOMO, which means fear of missing out, and communities and how they control, you know, what really happens in the market. It's no different than the stock market. It's no different than the NASDAQ. It's no different than your S&P 500, your Forex market. Certain communities and certain powers that be, okay, or your whales can control how things in the outcome of a situation happens when it comes to trading. Because at the end of the day, whether you know how to trade or not, if you own any type of cryptocurrency, just know that you're into trading, because you have purchased or you have sold a piece of an asset, digital asset, whether it be in cryptocurrency, whether it be in the Forex market. You have participated in a trading market. And when you are in a market like that, you have people that have, or individuals or a group or a community that control a lot of what's going on, because they have communities that have a lot of money, excuse me, currency, that can shift and shake and shape the market space. So before I even get into the whole technical analysis and show you guys KBC, because I'm going to look at the daily chart, because today is August the 1st, depending where you are in the world, is when CoinMarketCap released the actual CoinMarketCap statistics, or as they call it, the CoinMarketCap information as far as max supply, circulating supply, and things of that nature. I want to show you guys and really explain and dig deep into that, so you guys can understand that when that came out today, there were major things that were going on prior to this, leading up to this day, that was happening prior to that. Okay, so I really want you guys, excuse me, to understand what's going on before we get into before I get into the technical analysis, because I think if I just dived into the charts and started showing, I think I would lose a lot of people. You would be lost. But when I show you guys how I'm leading up that and what's going on behind the scenes, as I say, pull back the curtain or pull back the onion, you guys will see why, you know, KBC is still ranked the way it is, why the coin isn't moving the way it's supposed to move. Okay, so I really want to educate you guys and show you guys. And again, I have to put this disclaimer out there. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a guru. I just am a regular trader, of a cryptocurrency advocate, a blockchain advocate, and I understand how markets move. I do understand that. I consider myself an expert at that, at how markets move. So with that being said, I know what's going on right now, and I'm trying to explain that, because so many of us, this is strictly for individuals that are in the Karatbars universe. It's so many of us, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, that are inside this community, this awesome community, and they're brand new to it. They really don't understand. And when you don't understand, you can be taken advantage of, and you don't understand cryptocurrency. You only understand fiat currency. You don't understand cryptocurrency as what it is. All right, so let's get into this. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen and pull up what I want to pull up to show you guys off rip, and let me know once you can actually, one second, once you can actually hear me once I share this with you all. So let's go to here. All right. All right. So we are here on a CoinMarketCap. Let me know if you can hear me right now. Please type a 1 in the chat so I know that you can still hear me. All right. And I will proceed. Let me know if you can still hear me, and I will proceed to talk about what we need to talk about here this evening. All right. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So what we're looking at right now is the CoinMarketCap. Think CoinMarketCap pretty much is like the Mecca, or I would say the holy grail of every coin that is very important within the cryptocurrency space. You know, you can find out pretty much everything. This is just like if you purchase a home in real estate and you want to find out who the owner is and have they paid taxes, who's the deed owner, things of that nature, you can go down to your county assessor's office and find out any information you want to find out that's public about a property or individual that owns a property. Well, this is the same thing. That's what CoinMarketCap is. It is a hub of where all the coins that have either come from an ICO or have not come from an ICO, and they are placed and put on the CoinMarketCap for individuals to see their statistics, to find out more information about that particular token or that coin. And what we're looking at right now, we're actually looking at, you know, KBC. Okay, for those of us, and again, this is directed and this video is put forth for the Karatbars community, okay, because I have to put this out here because so many people are misinformed and really don't understand, and I want to, you know, try to put some insight to this. So right now we're looking at is KBC. As we know, earlier today, around about, I would say about 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, CoinMarketCap finally released our circulating supply, our total supply, and basically they just, you know, completed our complete CoinMarketCap for us to know, you know, what's really going on behind the scenes, how much coins are going to be, you know, in existence, how many coins are in circulation, meaning how many people hold these coins, and how many are still out there. Now, why is this important? It's important in the cryptocurrency space is because your day traders, your whales, the people like myself who trade, that plays a big part in how we make decisions on how we're going to either get in or out, or an exit strategy as we call it, to get in and out of trades, because we need to know, okay, how many coins are going to be in existence, how many coins are in circulation, and how many still are out there, because you don't want to be placing trades and making trades based off of, you know, bad data. And prior to this morning, you know, we had some data that was still missing. You know, and to be honest, Karatbars did a phenomenal job of still maintaining what they did for the past 2 years that they've been, you know, the coin's been in existence, to not have all that information and still, you know, hit an all-time high of 12 cents. I mean, that is phenomenal, because most coins, especially when you say that it's backed by a, you know, a tangible asset, something that's like gold, you know, we all know what gold is. And to do what Karatbars has done, that is phenomenal. So I salute Mr. Jerold Sites. I salute, you know, Toma and everybody that's behind the scenes doing what they need to do to push, you know, the ecosystem, the community, and this coin into the next, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. But what I want to show you guys right now is that, as we can see, there's a total supply right now that's been reported of 12 billion coins. Okay, 12 billion. There's almost 4.5 billion coins that are in circulation. Now, for those of us that are in Karatbars International, we know that we have, you know, master nodes, we have master nodes and full nodes. Okay, and we also know that we now have super nodes, which are based off the KBC coin. Okay, the other nodes are based off our KCB coin, which is the brains behind the operations of the whole Karatbars ecosystem, the mainnet, our ATMs, our K1 phone, and things of that nature. But if we have 8 billion coins that are still out there, okay, what you need to understand is that 8 billion being taken into account the nodes that are still out there that can be purchased. We have to understand this. Okay, we have to understand this. Now, don't be fooled by this 27.07%. Yes, you have to understand, for the past 4 months, pretty much, the KBC coin has been under, you know, 3 cents, hovering around the 2 cents to 2.5 cents. Okay, there was a massive push today when this news came out, and, you know, this thing shot, you know, way up there today. I mean, we can go down here and we can actually look and see the 24-hour low and yesterday's high. Okay, we can see this thing was it was at 3 cents. Okay, and then we can see the change right here. Okay, but if you come back up here and you go over to the markets and we just look at what happened, sorry about that, go to the charts and we see what happened today. Okay, We're over here. Okay, we're over here. We're right about here. Okay, and if you look and see how this spike had changed and where we're at right now, that tells you that there was a bunch of FOMO. Okay, and when I say FOMO, I mean fear of missing out. There were a lot of people that really didn't know what was going on. I talked to my big brother Ricardo Hamilton today, and he said, "Hey, bro, you need to check the CoinMarketCap because it's been released." And I looked and I said, "Well, Ricardo, you might want to wait before you make any moves at least 72 hours because you have to remember we're in the United States. You have to think about the people that are in Europe, the people that are in Asia, and South America and things of that nature that are part of because we've touched multiple countries that have not seen this. And if you make a bad decision, and let's just say someone in one of these countries has a lot of money and they want to manipulate the market, okay, because again, regardless of what happens, the market is going to dictate the market price. But we have to remember our coin is backed by gold. Okay, it's backed by gold. So at the end of the day, you really don't have to worry too much about the market. But I'm talking about the people that are in Karatbars. I'm not talking about people like myself that understand, coins, tokens in the market. I'm talking about the people that think that, okay, if the price isn't at a certain amount, then I've lost my currency or I lost money. You have not lost anything. You've gained, if anything, because you can always liquidate your coins back into physical gold. We've seen this July the 4th on how people were able to exchange their cryptocurrency for physical cash gold. We have to keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. You're not losing anything. You are gaining. If anything, you're gaining. Okay, but I'm here to show you how the market has changed and how it can be manipulated and what's really going on behind the scenes. All right. So we know that it's 12 million total. 12 billion total supply. We know there's 4.3 billion that is in circulation. So we know there's around about 7.5 to 8.5, give or take, okay, billion coins that are still out there. And we don't know how many have been taken into account as far as the super nodes that are connected to the KBC. Okay, so again, phenomenal job by Karatbars International, phenomenal job by CoinMarketCap to put this information out there. But let's just pull back the curtain and really see what's going on. Okay, there was a massive buy-in spree on Karatbit Exchange. And let's just be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just talk about this. Karatbit Exchange is not your Binance, it's not your Hit BTC, it's not your BitForex, it's not none of these big exchanges that have massive amounts of volume going through them every day. I'm talking billions. Okay, so when you see stuff on Karatbit, you have to take it with a grain of salt. That is a privilege that Mr. Jerold J has given us to be able to have our own exchange, to be able to trade and do what we need to do on our own exchange. But that does not reflect the real market. So when people ask me, what's going on with Karatbit, no offense, I don't care about Karatbit. You know why? Because that is not where the real money will be made here in the future as we move forward. I'm not looking short term. Short term is Karatbit. It will grow. It will grow. But right now, the market is where the volume is. And the volume is on your Hit BTC, your BitForex, these other exchanges that have massive amounts of volume. That is where the price will be really regulated, and it will really be, I don't want to say regulated, but it will really show on the CoinMarketCap. Because if you go on here and you go to markets, okay, and I'm just going to prove to you, you do not see Karatbit Exchange on any of these markets. This is where KBC is being traded and exchanged at. Nowhere on here on these top 30 do you see the Karatbit Exchange. Now, a lot of people may not want to hear that. They might be like, well, that's our exchange. That's, we don't, exchanging is exchange. It doesn't matter if it's Karatbit, doesn't matter if it's, CoinAll, HitBit. Exchange is an exchange. You have to look at where the volume is to really understand where the price is being manipulated or where the price is being, pumped or dumped. You can't do it on Karatbit. You cannot do that. You cannot regulate this coin and go off of, you know, what people are thinking off of an exchange where you have people that are selling KBC 10 times undervalued just to get Bitcoin to do whatever they want to do because they want to cash out. Okay, that's not helping the ecosystem. The reason why your Bitcoin and your top 25 coins that survives is because the community behind them believe in it and they understand the technology and the things that it can do behind it. That is the biggest downfall, I think, within Karatbars. So many people get into it not understanding that it is a wealth building system. It is a savings. Okay, gold is not something that you give away. It is something that you hold. It is an asset. So why would you give it away for something as mediocrity as a fiat currency? Okay, if you wanted to cash out, you should have just went and played the lotto, or, you know, do something else with it. People got into this game that had a bunch of KBC when it was in the ICO phase, and it was pennies, and they seen it go to 3, 4, 5 cents, 12 cents, and they dumped it. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Okay, that's what's happening, and it's not happening on major exchanges because most people are not on major exchanges within Karatbars. They're on the Karabit exchange. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So if you understand this, please go ahead and type something in the chat. I want you guys to understand that it has nothing to do with, you know, anything else. It has to do that majority of the users and holders of KBC and KCB are on the Karabit exchange. That is the truth. And you will see these spikes coming in and out of there because you have people that panic when something goes wrong and, you know, something doesn't seem right, or the Karabit exchange is not moving the way it is. You have to understand, Karatbars is moving into a space that is brand new to a lot of people that are in Karatbars that remembers when they had not even a clue what a cryptocurrency was. I'm just being real and being honest out there. A lot of my affiliate friends that are in Karatbars are 10, 15, 20 years older than me. They're just learning about a smartphone. How do you expect them to understand a hash or a blockchain or a protocol? They don't understand it. So when something seems wrong, they're gonna get rid of it. Now let's fast forward to the real markets where these coins are being moved. Look at this 24-hour volume. And when I show you these other coins that are in competition with Karatbars, because please, let's get this straight right now. KBC is not the first coin that is backed by gold. Yes, I said it. I said it. It is not the first coin that is backed by gold. And when I show you, it's going to shock you guys. And when I show you the volume and I show you what's going on with these other coins, you will understand what I'm saying, and you will understand that I'm not talking, you know, just out of the side of my neck. Okay, I'm showing you strictly math and strictly numbers, what the numbers are telling me. Okay, but look at this. All right, you got 24-hour volume on HitBTC, 373,000. All right, look at this. I mean, this for this coin is way undervalued. That is a good thing. Okay, that is a good thing. If this coin is undervalued, that means a lot of people don't understand what we have. All right, that is a good thing. But what I don't want people to do is run and just copy and paste and really don't understand what's going on. If you understand what's going on in your ATM and in your bank account with fiat, a depreciating liability, you should have the same respect and the same confidence in your cryptocurrency. Okay, because this is money. Okay, it's gold. So you should have the same respect for KBC as you do your Bank of America, your Wells Fargo, your Chase, or whatever bank that you bank with. Okay, so we're looking at this volume. 3 cents. It's been at 2 to 2.5 cents for the past 4 months. Okay, so if you got in and if you've been listening or, you know, picking up the breadcrumbs I've been putting out there for you all, I hope you were, you know, doing like I was doing and buying up a bunch of it, because I know what's going to happen. All right, now we see that KBC is backed by gold, right? It's a cryptocurrency backed by gold. Now, let me show you an actual coin that is gold. It's called DGX. And by no way is this trying to downplay, okay, downplay KBC. But if you look right here, DGX, which is also an ERC20 token, just like KBC and KCB. Let's look at this market cap. Circulating supply, only 103,000. Total supply, only 111,000. Okay, 24-hour volume, 42,104. How much is a gram of gold, ladies and gentlemen? Can somebody type in here right now how much a gram of gold is going for? Don't worry, I'll go ahead and help you out. Let's go over here to the gold price of 1 gram of gold right now. Stay with me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't tune me out and pop off because you drank too much of the Kool-Aid. It's okay. I'm here to bring you back to reality. I love you all. Trust me. Gold price per gram. This is on Kitco. $46.02. How much is this token right here, which is physically backed by gold? Now, granted, DGX, you cannot, it's not like Karatbars where it's worldwide and all of this stuff here, okay? It's only available for certain countries right now, but you can physically go, if you have DGX tokens, you can physically, if you had 1,000 DGX tokens, you can go claim 1,000 times 4660 in physical gold from their vault. Okay, and I'll scroll down here and I'll show you guys what it is about DGX. And I highly recommend that everybody here go research what I'm talking about. Don't just take my word for it. Okay, do your due diligence. Okay, I'm just telling you what the real is and why the KBC on other exchanges is doing what it's doing. We are in competition with other coins that are doing the same thing but have a bigger impact because of what they're doing. Is building a decentralized autonomous organization, DAO. Okay, I highly recommend you go look at that. That specializes in tokenization of physical assets. The project provides the infrastructure to create tokens backed by physical assets on the blockchain. Doesn't that sound familiar to what Karatbars is doing? Okay. Doesn't that sound very, very similar? Then I'm going to come down here to this word right here. Interproprietary file system, IPFS. Isn't that one of the characteristics within the voice over blockchain phone K1? DGX has 2 cryptocurrencies, DGX Gold, which is DGX, and DGX DAO. We have the KBC and the KCB. Am I correct? This company reportedly procures its gold from LBMA. Where is our gold certified at? Approved refineries for security. DGX includes third-party auditing from Bureau Veritas. The DGD crowd sale in March 2016 was the first crowd sale and major DA hosted on the Ethereum network. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. We are not the first. We won't be the last. Okay? I'm giving you the sauce right now. Look at their market rank, 458. Let's look at Karatbars. 1181. Let's look at DGX DAO. This is their actual this is their the organization. Think of it just like our ecosystem. 124. I'll let you all read this. I'm not going to play on your intelligence. Okay? So this is mirroring everything we have. But it's mirroring the real gold price per gram. $45.99. Let's go over here and see what it is on DGX right now. See if anything changed. Let's refresh. Let's just see. But this is what I'm trying to show you guys and let you understand what's really going on behind the scenes. You have individuals that are on these major exchanges that are seeing a token that represents what they really want and they understand it. And again, this is a prime opportunity for us that are in Karatbars International to understand that the masses don't even know what we have yet. But when you have an exchange and you have people that are selling off because of greed or don't understand or whatever the situation is, it hurts that exchange, which hurts the overall value of that coin or that token. That is the difference between what we have and what the masses are doing on the CoinMarketCap and why they are ranked higher than us and they're doing what they're doing. This is just facts, ladies and gentlemen. This is just facts. If you understand how I just broke this down to you, regardless what you're saying, what the coin ROI did, if someone wants to liquidate right now to any one of these coins or these tokens, which is DGX or DGD, they can get their gold right now. They can get their physical gold right now. They don't have to acquire X amount to equivalent a gram of gold. This is no shade. This is just facts. And until individuals stop drinking the Kool-Aid and understand this, Karatbars will be a lot more flourishable. I promise you this. I promise you this. There's no need to bash any other coins or any other project out there. This is what is out here, ladies and gentlemen. And CoinMarketCap recognizes that. That's why they reward them with that. Okay? We will get there. Trust me, we will get there. Karatbars will get there. When the mainnet is released and everything starts to move, you will start to see our CoinMarketCap grow. You will see it grow. When those nodes start to kick in, you will see it start to grow. When more transactions are done over our mainnet on our K1 Impulse phone, you will see it start to grow. But right now, we are still in the premature states, and the majority of the transactions are being done in-house. They're not being done in the real world of cryptocurrency. Let me put it that way, where we can be recognized. Now, will this happen? Yes. I'm a firm believer. I would have never been a part of Karatbars International and been a part of the Karatbars ecosystem if I didn't believe in it. But what I will not do is turn a blind eye to what's really going on in this crypto space. So I don't want to keep pounding that into your head, but I had to show you all what's really going on behind the scene with the market cap. And don't be so quick to pump and be like, now this is what's going on, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Do you really understand what's going on with the market cap? Or are you just copying and pasting because, you know, one of your leaders or someone said, you know, this is the right thing to say? Because please believe, the people that you are posting on Facebook and trying to get them to join your organization that know what's really going on, they're watching you. And if you swishy-wash left or right any which way, they're going to go to the person that really understands what's going on, and that's where they're going to join. They're going to bring a gang of people that follow them. This is what is really the realness of the situation, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why I move totally different than what the masses within our community are doing, because I want to appeal to those day traders. I want to appeal to the ones that really know and want to get it out the mud when we bring Karatbars to the forefront. I don't want it to be one of these hit or miss companies that the coin just falls off and be an AKA, excuse my language, a shit coin. That is not what I want Karatbars to do, because I know Mr. Jerold J has put his blood, sweat, and tears into a company, and he has a vision. So do you really understand what this is, or are you just copying and pasting? And this just doesn't go for cryptocurrency. This goes for everything within the Karatbars ecosystem. Do you really understand what freedom is? Do you really understand what, you know, Mr. Taves, what Mr. Michael Delco, what my big bro, you know, Marcus Slade Bay, Larry Slade Bay, the leaders are out here really talking about? Or are you just copying and pasting because you just want to be in the know? Because I'm telling you, when this thing really moves, that's why they had a projected 5-year ratio on what this company is going to do. And when they said in Dubai, our coin has the potential to be worth a kilogram of gold, he's not playing. And if you don't understand the real principles of money and cryptocurrency and blockchain, I promise you're going to get left. That grow your team or we will concept will come into play, because the ones that will grow their team will be the ones that understand this technology, this market cap, and how to control assets. Those will be the ones that will be your ones that's sitting on that white sandy beaches, as Mr. Michael Delco talked about. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all play with this thing if y'all want. And I have fell back because I'm tired of trying to force a yes, because it's still a no. I'm not going to be posting about Karatbars every 20, 30, 40 minutes. I'm not. There's no need to, because the beauty of Karatbars is it works with or without you, full-time or part-time. I don't need to do that. But the ones that are doing it, they care so much about the people that are around them and trying to spread this wealth like Mr. Jerold J talked about to free you. That's why they're doing that. And its market cap will reflect that. And this is just one step in a direction to show you that this thing is real. And we will be like the DigiXs and the DAOs and the Pundai X's. We're going to be just like them. But you can't downgrade, you know, the Caribbean exchange by panic selling and doing things to downgrade the ecosystem, because it's hurting the ones that have got these nodes. It's hurting them. It's hurting the ecosystem. There's a reason there's a top 5 in the CoinMarketCap, because if you look at their communities, they are strong. They have a strong, you know, from top to bottom. They believe in their project. They believe in their vision. We should be the same way. There's no reason why Karatbars International should be nowhere near 1,000th rank. It's nowhere we should be anywhere ranked in the top, in the lower 50, in my opinion. But again, I'm just one person. And I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, because I just showed you the numbers. I just showed you the numbers. So let's get into the real nitty gritty while everybody's here. Now, I appreciate everybody here. I really do. I really do. Thank you, Dr. Roselle. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Brother Marcus. Thank you, Brother Jackson. This is not a grind out session where I'm trying to down talk to anybody, think that I'm on my high horse. I am passionate about this. I'm passionate about my wealth builders worldwide family. I'm passionate about Karatbars International, and I could care less who don't believe in what we have, where they say, well, it's only an ERC20. I don't care about none of that. I know the vision. I understand it, and I'm going to approach it in a different level to bring people into this community so we all can learn and grow and become wealth builders, because that's what we are. That's what we're supposed to be. Build a community. If you look at any of the top 5 coins, top 10, top 20, top 100, and you go on their Twitter and you look at their community, you will see the support and the magnitude of how they rise. They support everything about that coin. They're at all the, you know, the big events. That's how we should be. That's how we should be. Real talk. So let's talk about this coin right now. Let's go over here. I'm going to go over here to hit BTC right now. I'm going to pull up hit BTC, and we're going to pull up KBC right now, BTC. And again, the reason why I'm over here on hit BTC and not the Caribbean exchange, because hit BTC has way more volume than what we have. This is going to give you the true picture. And I'm going to go to the daily chart. If you look up here, all right, let me know if you can see my chart clear. Okay. Now, I know this might lose a lot of people, but just stay with me, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you, I'll get you off here in a timely manner, but I had to do this. Brother Liddy Bones said I got to do it, so I got to do it. All right. All right. So I'm on the daily chart. And the reason why I say the daily chart, because like I said, today was the day that the news was broke. And usually, whenever news is broken, something on CoinMarketCap, it takes about 24 to 72 hours, okay, 3 days for things to really start to catch up due to, you know, different time zones and things of that nature. So we're going to look at the daily chart, okay? And today is the 1st. So on the 4th, I want you to come back and say, okay, I understand what Ramon is saying now. I see what's really going on. So we're looking at the daily chart right now at KBC Bitcoin. Why KBC Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is the dominant. That is what most traders who control, notice I didn't say own, I said control the market, your whales. They control and maneuver the market. And anytime they want to take profits, they do not take it in USD. They take it in Bitcoin. So you have to pair your asset to Bitcoin. That's why every coin on CoinMarketCap can be liquidated back into Bitcoin. Okay, that's a nugget for y'all. So if you don't know, now you know. So that's why we're looking at KBC/Bitcoin on HitBTC, which has a lot of volume. I mean, there's a lot of trading going on this exchange. All right. So we're looking at the daily chart, meaning that each one of these candles represents 1 day. Okay, equals 1 day. Now, your typical trader, myself, we're going to look and see, okay, the first thing I'm going to look at is what is the market telling me right now? Well, right now, I know that this is high and this is low. And right now, the market is down here. So I know that I am in a bearish market, meaning that I know a lot of people have sold off compared to back here. I know that the market has went this way. So my antennas are already up. That is a buying opportunity for me. When I see a market in a downtrend, that is time to buy. Let's remember what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a fiat currency here. We have a gold-backed cryptocurrency, meaning I have an asset that is at discounted price. I'm in Walmart. All I see is smiley faces, rollbacks, red tags, yellow tags. I'm loving life right now. We have to understand what we're looking at right now, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the daily chart. And this goes all the way back. If I pull way back here, this goes way back to February 19th of February 19th of 2019 is when we had our all-time high. And here we are right here of August the 1st, August the 2nd, depending where you are, of 2019. And we have a gold-backed cryptocurrency, an asset that is in a down market. I don't know about you all, ladies and gentlemen, but if I can get a Ferrari or a Bentley or $1 million house at well under 296% off, I'm all over it. If you with me, go ahead and type in the chat right now, Aul, please, because I'm going to make this as kindergarten as I can for y'all, so y'all can understand what's really going on in this market and where your mindset really needs to be with KBC, Karatbars International, and what these leaders that are out here trying to show you what you have. Because if you're not watching TV and don't understand what's going on, the government doesn't give a darn about what's going on. Cutting rates at another 25%, 0.25%, I mean 0.25%. Are you serious? Are you serious? The same people that write your checks for your job and deposit currency into your bank account said, we're going to take an additional 0.25% from you and your family and add to that $22.5 trillion debt. And we're going to print some more cash. Are you serious? And you have an opportunity right here where I'm showing you that a gold-backed cryptocurrency, an asset you can get at well below market value to change your family's life and the people in your community. Y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all don't hear me. But okay, so daily chart. Let's look at something what's called support and resistance. Let me go ahead and change my color on here because I want y'all to see this. So support is something what we call the floor or the bottom. So we're going to look at the bottom. Right now, the far bottom is here. We know that this yellow line is the far bottom. All right. We know that the actual resistance or the ceiling is way up here. All right. So we're going to look for spots in here, okay, that have the floor and the ceiling or support and resistance. Stay with me, ladies and gentlemen. So we know that this is another one here, i.e. a support. We know that here is another support. We know that this is a resistance. All right. If you're following with me, ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and type in the chat right now. Ow. I just showed you the floor and the bottom on the one-day chart. Now, stay with me. Remember, I said we're going to be looking what's going to happen in the next 3 days because of the news that individuals can control the market because of what just came out on CoinMarketCap. All right, so we got some owls. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off some area, these areas with a color so you all can see what traders and those that can control the market will be looking at in areas to get in and manipulate the market. All right. Now, I know Brother Ricardo is probably going to be mad at me. All right. Because I'm giving away some free sauce here. All right. I know some of my students are going to be mad. But you know what? Sometimes it's not all about the money. It's not about the money. Excuse me, the currency. It's about educating folks so they can really understand what's really going on in this game right now. Because I feel as though if I don't show them, the next man, the next woman won't. And that's why I'm doing this. All right. So what I'm marking off right now is what we call OTZs, or optimal trading zones, or opportunities to get in and get out of a trade. Okay. What I just marked off, these red areas, everywhere you see a red area, ladies and gentlemen, okay, everywhere you see a red area, the market has done something significant, meaning either went up or it went down. If you don't believe me now, remember, each one of these green and red candles, okay, these what these are called, candles, each one of these, okay, represents 1 day. So with that being said, every time you see one of these red areas, the market has either went up or went down, or it came back and it tested that area, meaning it came back to see if it could break through it or break below it. If we look back, history always repeats itself. In trading, they tell us to look left because history will always repeat itself in the future. So if it did it prior in the past, 9 times out of 10, it will come back and do it again. All right. This is the basic formula for trading. Now, if we look back here, back on January the 16th of 2019, we had some market movement. Okay. It was in this red area. Okay. It tested it. And then we had a breakout. Back here on March the 23rd is when we had that big breakout. Okay. That big breakout. This was around the same time when, you know, we was having our Dubai event. All right. And then the fear, uncertainty, and doubt kicked in, the FUD. The market fell. And it came right back into an area, okay, that we're going to come back and revisit. And it fell all the way back down and it broke through this previous area back here. Y'all see that? Remember? This was an OTZ, an optimal trading zone. So the light bulb should be going off. Okay. As a trader, we're looking at this. We're like, okay, so back in March, it came down here, it tested. So I'm going to wait for it to come back down here and I'm going to pump it. So as soon as it comes back into this area, which it did on what's this? May the 13th, when it came back up in this area, what happened? We had a strong move to the upside. Came right back in that area that it did prior, back on the 22nd of January of 2019, and the market did this. Now, I know this might be going over a lot of y'all's heads. I know it might be going over a lot of people's heads right now. But this is what I look for. Okay, I look for stuff like this. So me as a trader, when I seen this thing coming down in here, I already had an alarm set right here. I had an alarm set. So when it came through and it broke through, my alarm went off. It hit my phone. Oh man, KBC, BTC then came through that zone that it did back in January. I know now I am in a optimal trading zone. It's time for me to get ready to go ahead and cop me some of this good old KBC because it has broken below a previous high, which this was a high. This is higher than over here. True, false, fact, or opinion. Does everybody see what I'm just showing y'all? Again, history repeated itself. It came back to this area and it tested it. It broke through. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Does everybody understand? If you do, give me an owl right now in the good old chat box. Please. Stay with me. I'm just like a preacher right now. I ain't going to hold y'all long. I promise. I'm going to get through with this sermon. I ain't going to hold y'all long. I promise. Now, when it broke through, I had already set my buy to come back and test this previous what? Support, meaning the floor. So when it touched this, it automatically pulled me in the trade. I had already had my buy order in. I had my Bitcoin ready. When it broke here, my alarm set, I went in and sent my Bitcoin over to hit BTC. And when it touched this here, I knew I was in a good trade because why? I'm getting at the lowest price value. Why? Because it broke this previous optimal trading zone. So I don't have to second guess I don't have to second guess my trade. Why? Because structure and technical analysis is telling me that I got an asset on rollback. I'm in Walmart coming out. I'm showing them my receipt when I walk out the exit. Here you go. Yep, I just bought all this. Yep, let me get that. Let me get that. I'm getting this on discount. And I rolled it up. Okay. Yeah, it had some pullback. Came back and did what? Came right back and it touched it what? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Came back in here. Did I sell? No, I do not sell assets. I control them. I do not sell my assets. At no time will I sell my gold. Period. Period. Unless it's a major move like this. And I will sell off, wait for it to fall back in this area again because history will repeat itself. And I'll buy even more. I'll take my profit up here, what my original price was. I'll put that to the side, take my profit, and when it comes back, I'll take that original amount and buy back in here and just keep repeating it. So now we come back here. It has broken through again. And now we are back down here at a what? A ATL. And I ain't talking about Atlanta. I'm talking about an all-time low. We're coming back to the all-time low. And we're here now with the news that came out today on August 1st, 2019. And guess what history is about to do again? It's going to go back and come see this. It's got to come back and see. So, in other words, what I'm trying to tell you all, ladies and gentlemen, if you ain't buying right now, then just get off my live. Just get off my live. It has broken this low. And remember, each one of these candles is a day. The last time it was this low was back in May. Excuse me, yeah, back in May 13th. It's broken way below that. This is an all-time low. It has broken that. So now is the time to get in here. A lot of people missed out to get the KBC at 2 cents, 3 cents. If you ain't getting it now, when we go into Let's Go weekend here next month, we go into the KCB coming out of ICO, when we go into the K1 phone hitting the mainnet, when we go into the hard fork, when we go into the mainnet hitting the world, we go into Gold Independence 2020, then get off my live. You sleep. You asleep. I don't know what else more to show people. I don't. You don't have to be a guru and understand this. When you see it high, that's cool, but you have an asset. If you have to pay some bills and some things, no problem. But you come back and you double up when you see that thing fall back because you know this asset is going to be worth way more than that dollar that you needed to go pay that bill. If you don't know that, I don't know why you call yourself a wealth builder. I don't even know why you joined Karatbars. Because I joined Karatbars for a savings account. This is my new hedge fund. Karatbars International is my new hedge fund. I'm going to control some real estate with my portfolio. because there's not a bank in this world that would not take 30 kilograms of gold or 100 ounces of gold for a property as collateral. And when I pay off that property, give me my asset back. I'll pay a little interest on it, give me my asset back. And I just acquired another asset that's going to cash flow me to buy more of this gold-backed cryptocurrency. That is what the wealthy do. Rockefeller said, control everything and own nothing. And right now, you have a chance to control a lot of assets for the low. Because we don't know what's going to happen when the hard fork comes. We don't know what's going to happen when, the two coins, split and become whatever coin it's going to be. I don't want to, put nothing in Mr. Jerold Sykes' mouth, but we don't know. But I will tell you this, it's going to be for the better of the ecosystem and for the affiliates. I do know that much. That I do know. So while I wait for Mr. Jerold Sykes and his genius mind, I'm going to hustle. My daddy told me this a long time ago. As they say, knee high to a duck. He said, son, if you don't know what the future is going to bring, you hustle while you wait. Because if you don't make no moves now, you're going to be sitting back wishing you would. I see so many of us talking about Bitcoin, while most try to downplay Bitcoin. But, think about it. If you could have got with Bitcoin 6 years ago and you could have got it at 2 cents, where would you be at right now? Where would you be at right now? And I'm not talking about it being backed by anything about that, because I love Bitcoin. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have no KBC. But if you could have had Bitcoin 6 years ago at 2 cents, 3 cents, okay, or even at 12 cents, and Bitcoin is at $10,000 right now, and you had as many as you got right now in your Karatbit wallet right now, you got 5, 6, 7,000 KBCs, and they were 2 cents, and they go to $10,000 right now. How would that change your whole family's financial picture right now? Just knowing that you got an asset that you can control, that no matter what happens to that liability called a dollar, you got something that everybody needs worldwide, whether Japan, China, Sri Lanka, whoever don't accept the USD no more, they accept that thing called AU. I guarantee you that. This is what we need to understand, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why I wanted you to see the CoinMarketCap, what's going on with other coins that are established just like us, is because it's moving the same way that real gold is moving. Not to say that our product is not gold. It is. But we're still in the infant stage of Karatbars molding an ecosystem that's going to be 10 times as powerful, because we have multiple products within our ecosystem that are all backed by one thing, AU. BGX is backed by one thing, just gold. We have ATMs. We have cash gold. We have a K1 phone. We have so much more to offer the world than just what a lot of these other coins and tokens have to offer. And I know a lot of my cryptocurrency friends don't agree with me and don't agree with Karatbars International. I don't care. Like I said, this video is not geared towards them. This is geared towards my Karatbars International family. I don't care if you're Team Freedom, Team Synergy, Team Limitless, Syntax Gold Elites, the Union. Everybody needs to hear this, especially the ones that have been in this company far more longer than I have, because I understand your struggles with cryptocurrency. But when you panic sell within our ecosystem, it's only hurting everybody that is trying to do the same thing you are. Wealth build. The first step has already been done. We are now solidified on the CoinMarketCap. We are etched in stone now. We were etched in stone when we came out of ICO, but we are etched in stone now because we have a working supply and we have a market cap supply. The crypto and trading gods now have their eyes on us. And all the hard work that has happened since 2011 and all the hard work that's been going on since we stepped into the crypto space will pay off. The traction is coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's called hold. Hold on for dear life. Do you really know what freedom is? Do you really know what happened today on the CoinMarketCap, or are you just copying and pasting? Ask yourself that. I can't answer that for you. You have to ask yourself that. You have to ask your teammates that. I know why I joined in December of 2018. It was a no-brainer for me. You mean to tell me I can acquire gold? I never could acquire gold the way I wanted to. If I can get this thing for 2 cents now, meaning I can control it, man, y'all tripping. Y'all over here tripping. So I love all of y'all, man. I hope this helped everybody out. I hope this helped everybody out. Okay, I really do. And if you didn't get it, it's on my wall. Go back, rewind it, share this with your team. Okay, again, I don't do trainings like, you know, the average individual does. I love all the trainings that all of my Karatbars family do, but I like to be honest, blunt, upfront, and give you the raw real, because this cryptocurrency is what's going to carry Karatbars into the next millennium. Because if it wasn't, Mr. Jerold Sykes would have never thought of the idea to create a KBC or a KCB. Like Mr. Todd Best said, our fearless leader said, I remember when we didn't have no crypto. It was just 1 gram, 2 gram, you know, 5 gram. That's all he knew. But he knew, hey, I don't have to know about all this. I'm going to get that coin because I know what's going to happen in the future. That's called wisdom. That's a smart man right there. He said, I might not know what's really going on, but I know if this man can deliver gold in small increments around the world, and now he's tapping into the new future of money, I ain't got to know about it. I'm going to do everything in my power, get as much coin as I can. And he said, I will recruit the coin, and it's to China. I remember that boldly. That stuck out my head. I said, if this man is saying this, you know, but you got people around here panic selling their coins, you know, talking reckless in these groups and stuff. You know, I used to entertain it, but now I just fell back. I put my left blinker on and got in a whole nother lane. I still love Karatbars. I'm just not going to keep talking about it no more because I don't need to. I don't need to. They have already proven to me they have helped my family. Still helping my family. I don't need to put it on Facebook, you know, what I'm doing with Karatbars. I don't need to. That's just me, you know. Like I said, I was blessed with a gift to learn how to control assets within a trading realm. Not everybody can do that, but it doesn't matter if you know how to trade or not. You have the same opportunity I do. You can go on the Karatbit right now and you can get cash gold, which we know is about $5 for a tenth of a gram of gold, but it's going for $1.67 right now. You got the same opportunity I do. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody being on here. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna do this. I usually don't do this, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna open the floor up now. Let's see. It's 11:20 my time here in Texas. I'm gonna open it up for the next 20 minutes. So if anyone here has any questions about anything I talked about or want to express, good or bad, I'm not biased. So if you don't like what I'm saying, by all means, put it in the comments. I appreciate that. You know, what's life without a little bit of smoke, as my big brother Marcus said. You know what I'm saying? What's life without a little bit of smoke? So if you got any questions or anything that you want me to address, by all means, please put it in the chat right now. this is you all's time. I'm opening the floor up to y'all. I hope this was very informative. I hope I opened your eyes to what's really going on in this game and how you can capitalize on this right now before the rocket ship really take off. Because when it take off with this, it's gone. Because you got to remember, we have an asset and we got a liability behind it. When people leave that liability, they're going to be looking for that asset. And people want what we got. So when this rocket ship take off, it's not coming back. It's gone. It's gone for a good 50, 60, 70 years. It's gone. It's gone. So what we got? Who we got in here? Oh, my man said, I seen a joke of feed goats, the cash go on the internet. No doubt. No doubt. Well, that goat, I'm gonna tell you right now, where that goat at? Let me find him. I'm gonna go skin him up and get that gold. Let's see. Do you use BTC to buy Unival on Karabit? I use Bitcoin to buy everything. Pay bills, you name it. I use Bitcoin to buy everything because everything can be liquidated back into Bitcoin, you know. And for those of you that don't know, 85% of all Bitcoin has been mined. So that means we got about, what, 15% left? Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. All right. So no doubt. You're welcome. Your brother, no doubt, brother. Antonio Lundy, no, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But I use Bitcoin to buy anything. I rarely use fiat to touch anything that's dealt with on the blockchain because I don't like the alphabet boys. I don't like centralization. I do believe that centralization is needed in certain things in this world, but cryptocurrency and blockchain is one space that centralization is not needed, you know. So I don't cross crypto with cash if I can help it. And I've been pretty good with it for the past couple years, not being able to, you know, cross the two. You're welcome. You're welcome, brother Dwayne. You're welcome, brother. Anytime. Oh, I'm humbled, Dr. Sergio. I'm very humble. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being the fierce leader that you is, doing what you're doing, sir. You know what I'm saying? I would not be in the position I'm in right now if it wasn't for you and your leadership. I really appreciate it, sir. Let's see. What else we got here? Brother Hakeem said, why do hackers come for our coins if they're smart enough to hack? Shouldn't they just join Karatbars? Yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of what we do. I mean, hackers hack bank accounts. You know, but with cryptocurrency, you have to be very diligent, you know. Protect your private keys, protect your passwords, make sure that you're really, you know, securing, you know, your assets. You have to treat it, like I said, you have to treat this just like you treat your cash. Okay, if you protect your PIN number to your debit card, you should be protecting your password and, you know, your passphrases and your private keys and everything to your wallets because it's money. Okay, so hackers prey on people that are not diligent, you know what I'm saying, or not resilient. I mean, diligent, excuse me, that are not diligent, man. I mean, it's just the nature of what we are. And I can't stress enough that individuals need to protect their coins. You need to protect. If you need two-step authentication, do that. Okay, do that. Especially if you're not, you know, very savvy with this space yet. You know, at least learn the basics on how to protect your asset. Okay, at least learn that. Protect your coins, because it's nothing more that hurts me to see people saying that their account's been hacked or they sent their coins to the wrong address. You know, learn this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to be able to teach everybody in Karatbars. Okay, I'm just not going to be. I don't have the time, and you know, I can't. I can only help so many people. It takes one person to learn it and teach their massive team. You know, you have to learn this, because if you don't, okay, excuse me, if you don't, you're going to be left behind, or you're going to lose out on a lot. I mean, I don't know how else more to stress it. I don't want to scare people, but you have to learn this. You know, being 60 years old is not an excuse. It's not. You know, this is new to me. It's not an excuse. You know, the automobile was new to a lot of people. We've seen how that turned out. You know, the internet and email was new to a lot of people. Okay, people were old when that came out too. Excuse my language, but you know, we all know how that turned out. These are just excuses that people don't want to learn and don't want to train their mind to really understand what's really going on. It's no different than how we are trying to tell people about gold is money. Your mind is trained that cash is king, and it's not. It's not. But if you talk to someone about gold and about wealth building, they look at you like you're crazy because their mind is trained. If you train your mind to say that I can't do this, then you're not going to do it. So that's just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I'm not here to downplay anybody. I love you all. I just speak the real because I was just like a lot of you that were out here, you know, 4.5, 5 years ago. You know, I lost a lot of money. You know, my relationship with my wife was about to be over because I dove so deep into cryptocurrency and lost so much money. You know, and it humbled me. It took my mentor to pull me aside and show me that, hey, bro, this is the new wave. This is the future. If you don't take this serious, you're going to lose a lot. And I try to put that out to people. And the only way I know how to do that is be blunt, open, and transparent. So I don't want people to take this the wrong way. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. You know, if I tell you need to learn this, you need to learn this, and you need to learn it on your own. We are in the information world. I have two smartphones in here. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone has an internet connection. There's tons of information on blockchain. There's books, Barnes and Nobles. They even have for kids now, blockchain for babies. Like, it's real. It's being taught in Ivy League schools, being taught in big Fortune 500 companies. You got your banks that now are hiring blockchain technicians. Why? Because they know what is happening. So if you don't understand it, you need to get to, because you won't be able to buy a gallon of milk without going to the store and scanning a QR code or sending a payment to a hash to get it. It's just the nature of it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, brother. Thank you. So 5 more minutes. You're welcome, Russell. You're welcome. You're welcome, Miss Tammy Vaughn. You're welcome. Thank you, brother Clarence. You always, keep me fired up, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No doubt. And indeed, brother. And information diet is very important. A heavy dose of it. I tell a lot of people, you definitely have to, indulge yourself in this. And like I said, man, we are so far ahead of what's going on, on the other side of cryptocurrency. What our ecosystem is doing, we're so far ahead that it's scary to see what's going to happen in the next 3 to 4 years. I'm not even going to say 5. I'm going to say the next 2 years, because I guarantee you, and I don't know if any of the big leaders are on here, but I guarantee you that Mr. Jerold Seitz and Toma and their crew, there's something coming in the first quarter of 2020. I would be shocked if something else doesn't come out with their mind. I don't know how else to put it. I really don't. I really don't. I just know that what we have our hands on, people do not need to take. We all, including me, because sometimes I take Karatbars for granted. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect. Sometimes I slack off and think, but we need to understand that what we have in front of us is a multi-trillion-dollar business. I'm not going to say billion, trillion, because gold by itself is almost a $9 trillion industry. And when you're dealing with precious metals and you're dealing with assets and commodities, that's life-changing stuff. And when you merge it with the most resilient technology called blockchain and can move it and control it all around the world in the blink of an eye, That's a beautiful thing. And it's scary to see what Karatbars is going to do going into the next, 15 to 20 years. That's why I'm so passionate about showing people and letting them know that we need to get together and really build our community and build our ecosystem, because it's scary to see what's really going to happen. So just think about this. And I'm going to end this. I'm going to end this live with this. If we are pushing out ATMs, just think about how many ATMs are within a 10-mile radius of your home where you live at, wherever you are in the United States right now. I'm just want y'all to think about that. I know right now, within from here to about 6 miles, I know it's 3 of them. Imagine every Walmart you go in, every mom and pop store you go in, every convenience store you go in, when you swipe your card and they say, do you want to cash back? They say, do you want to cash gold back? That's the magnitude of what we have. And you are in the front row to get into the VIP section. When this thing blows, do you understand that? When you go to get your hair cut or your nails done or get your dog groomed or get your car washed, that they like, I need 100 univals. And you're going to remember back in 2018, 2019, 2020, when we was getting the univals for $1.60, $1.20. 5, 10, 15 years from now, univals are $600, $750 per unival. It's real. It's real.